It's a 70 446 pack.
All right, here I am in rural Wisconsin with my friend Al. He has a collection of really cool Mopars, and this one just happened to be sitting next to his one of his sheds. And it's not just an ordinary, like, plain Jane 70 Challenger RT, but I'll let him tell exactly what it is.
It's a 70 446 pack. It's got the automatic transmission. It's got the Daniver end with 410 gear ratio. It is it doesn't have the original engine in it now, but it is a real deal V code 6-pack with limelight green exterior and the white interior, bucket seats, console car.
And how did you come across it? Because, I mean, you have a few other Hemi cars and you got a yard full of just junk, but how did this car come about?
Well, I had the I was at a wedding in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and I really didn't have any desire to go to a wedding, and it was somebody I really didn't know real well. And I seated ourselves at the back of the room, and lo and behold, there was another couple there that invited us to join them, and another couple had sat down that actually had known me in some of my Hemi cars and stuff, and they he decided to, he was talking about my cars, and then the lady at the table, as her husband was away, said, well, my husband's got a Challenger. And being after 2008, I didn't know what year the Challenger was. I didn't really ask too many questions, but as the night progressed, the woman, when the husband came back to the table, the wife had told the husband that I was into high performance older cars, and he had stated he had a 70 Challenger. So then it got interesting, and then he had said that it was a 446 pack car.
Oh, that's all. Just a 446 pack 70 Challenger.
And he was in northern Minnesota, so on Memorial Day, probably, I'd have to say, it was pretty cold yet, so it was upper Minnesota, like I was saying, and it was made a Sunday, or excuse me, it was a Monday trip. It was actually Memorial Day. About 5 years ago, I went and picked the car up, and I visited with him, looked at the car, bought the car, brought it home. Someday potential project.
That's cool. And so it had been sitting in the guy's garage for 20 years, or
for a number of years. He actually had purchased it out of Florida. So it is he intended to rebuild it, but he drove it daily as a driver until he gathered enough parts to restore it. Well, older in years, the gentleman is probably in his mid-60s, and they'd leave the cold climate to go to a nice warm climate in the summers, and they really didn't have an opportunity to put the car together. So
I gotcha. Well, that's cool, man. Now you have the car, and yes, it is sitting next to your shed, but that's full of like Hemi cars and really cool. So I mean, this is the least coolest running driving car that you got, but at least, I mean, you saved it. I mean, at least it's not sitting in the guy's backyard. You have a body shop, you work on your cars, so
right.
Something will happen with this car eventually. Either you'll fix it or sell it or whatever, so at least it's not gonna rot away forever. No. So that's really exciting.
Absolutely.
Here is the engine compartment. You can see where the blue and primer has worn away to reveal the original sublime green. And that looks like a 440. I mean, it's orange. It's got headers. I mean, so it is proper. Fender tag. Yeah, there's the V. And I did see the VIN plate. It does also show a V. But how cool is that? Original RT badge. It looks like my 09 Challenger badge for the way it's worn out. Hey, 150,000 miles on my blue one. It's pretty beat up. That's cool. Yeah, oh geez, she's a little rough in the back.
It did come out of Florida.
Yeah, oh yeah. Salt water will do that. Or salt air.
Salt there.
That is cool, man. Here you can see the original white interior. Someone hacked it up. You can see the original green white interior. Rally dash. Oh man, this thing is cool. This car eventually did get sold and is now in the process of getting fully restored back to its original luster. You can see this car and more in my second book, Muscle Car Barn Finds. You can contact me through all my social media as normal in the description below.